Hey guys, what's up? Kyle here. Gonna do another quick video. This one very important about ground fault interrupter switch GFCI. So basically what we're going to do is we have a plug right there, and we have a plug here, right there. Whoop, that way, that way, there. Both of those plugs, since they're in such close proximity to the aquarium, I'm going to go ahead and throw a switch on this, and you've seen these in your bathroom before. So basically what they do, GFCI, is there's basically a built-in breaker in here that, so to speak, if there's a fault in the system, so water, there's a short, and the load drops to a predetermined amount here, it will trip the breaker in here and cut off. Now technically you only have to have one. The thing is I don't really want all the rest of the outlets in here, because I've got some like my computer, like internet connection, all that kind of stuff. I want to know, for example, if I lose power, I will be having a UPS uninterrupted power supply that I want to be plugged into one of the non-GFCIs. No, excuse me, I want it to be plugged into the GFCI, but I want the internet connection to still work. So the internet connection has to be over here. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to unplug, we're going to go outside, flip the breaker to that guy, and going to unscrew the faceplate there. Going to make sure that we get the wires completely open, bare, to where we can see, you know, there's going to be a wire that comes in and a wire that comes out. Then we're going to do the same thing on this one there, and same thing, wires comes completely bare, wires in, wires out. I have quite a bit of experience doing this, so it's, you know, if you're not comfortable with it, don't do it yourself. Take electricity seriously, it will kill you. So that's my you know, release of responsibility. If you're not comfortable with doing this, don't do it yourself. Pay somebody to do it. It would be not very much. So, but I'm going to figure out exactly which way the line is going, and then if it's going around the room this way, then I only have to put one in, because that would make this one the last in line. So that one and that one would be, but if it's starting here and going around this way, then I have to put two in line, because I would put one on this one and one on that one. So that's that. I'm gonna take a couple videos, kind of walk through the quick process real fast. We're gonna turn the breaker off, take the plates off, pull the plugs out, get them to where you can see them, pull the lines off, get them exposed like I just said, and then with them exposed, making sure they're fanned out plenty far apart, you turn the breaker back on and get a tool. I can show you, it's in the other room right now, but I'll get it in just a second, and it will tell you where the hot is that's coming back into the room. So if it's on the close side or the far side, we'll take a look then. All right, so be back in a few. All right, again here, there's the cool tool I was talking about. This is a Klein Tools, but you press the button, green means you're good to go. So, and then I also have another tool down here that plugs into the socket, tells me, hey, power's on, they light up, it's wired correctly, that's good. And then this one down here, which doesn't have anything in it there, oh, there it is, it detects, so it's saying red's bad. So it's on right now, obviously, and so that means that we need to go turn the breaker off. Now this is a cool tool, but I think this is worth like 15 bucks at Home Depot or something like that. Awesome, that thing's also, these are good things to have, that way you always know if you're about to grab a hold of something that would really hurt. So don't do that. So we're gonna go turn this off, flip the breakers. My panel's labeled pretty well, so I know which ones this is on, but then basically when I turn it on, I'll come in here and check these lights to make sure these do in fact go out, and then I'll also use the tester on this one over here and make sure it goes out too. So then I'll take the stuff apart. Okay, so I ended up having to go into work today, so I have to do it later in the evening anyways. Turn the breaker off, went ahead and pulled the other plug out, and so we have ground wire here, clear copper, green. Black is going to be hot. Both of the breakers off again, obviously, as here's my flashlight. Black's hot, white's going to be neutral. So I went ahead, I have the GFCI here, and what we're going to do, basically both of these are kind of in the middle of the circuit, so I don't really want any of the additional plugs on the circuit attached to this. So basically I just want this plug to fault if water gets on it. I don't want all the other ones to fault too. So we're basically just going to plug both of the blacks in on this side, the side that says hot. I believe that's what it says. Yeah, hot wire here. It's going to be on this side, and then the white's going to be on this side. Ground will go into green down here. So I'm just going to plug them in here into these. You can see there's two little holes right there, and then tighten down the screw there to where it holds them into place, and do the same thing with the whites on this side, and then it will fit in there. And I'll go ahead and screw it down, and we'll test it to make sure everything's good. Alright, so on GFCI, like I was saying, there's going to be two sets of screws here. Now, power's off here, so one set of screws here, this set, is the line screw. So basically, what you want is to have the line, the power that's coming in, hitting this line here, this line set of screws. The outgoing power here, I'm also having leave this set of line screws, and then the ground is down here attached to the green screw that's down here. The other set of screws are called the load screws, and what happens with these guys is if you wanted sockets that are downstream of this, like so if I knew which one of these, which you can test for, if I knew which one of these is the power coming in, I would want to connect the power coming into the line. Then the other one you could connect here to the load side, and then whenever this, like if water hit this, then it would throw everything downstream of this socket. It would turn it all off. So I don't want that though. I just would want this socket to turn off, and then the other socket that's over there to turn off in the event of something happening. Again, this is just for protection, you know, it's to make sure that water doesn't ever get in here, and if it does, that it doesn't burn the house down, that it would throw the breaker and power's shut off here at the plug. So we just want to go line in, line out. If you had like one other plug that's on your circuit, you could do this one and this one to the next plug, if that's how the power is run, if that's how the wiring is in your house. But like I said, if you're not comfortable doing this, pay somebody to do it. It's worth it. But I'm good. I know what I'm doing, so it works. So this will just go right back into there, and then we will check. I have a little nifty thing that will verify, hey, I did in fact, this got upside down, did in fact do it correctly, so I'll show you that here in just a second. Cool, so now, as you can see, I've went ahead and fixed that in the spot. Plug this in, and these two lights mean that it is correct. Hooray for correct. So now, the next thing you want to do is, and this one has a cool little LED that tells you when it's active, so it's good there. You want to press this button just to test it. So we'll press it straight on. That's reset, sorry. Black one test. So black tests, red resets. Great. Works right there. So I'll just put the cover on that. I've got it right here. We'll cover that up. And I've got to get a couple of different screws. These are too long, so I'm going to go find some other screws. But that's it. That's all I got to do. So there's one on this side, and then there's one on that side over there. And the tank is this right here. So that's all we had to do for tonight. Pretty easy, fairly simple. Leave a comment, like, all that kind of stuff. Subscribe. We're almost done. See ya.